to reevaluate.
Cut that out, by the way. Don't leave that in there.
No, I assume we hadn't started it. But yeah, no, I get it.
I know we probably didn't either, but I just figured it would say it because it'd be funny. Yeah. Hey, take that out.
No, what would be even better is I should start it right there at the. Just cut that out.
Yeah.
Don't leave that in there. Like that's where the whole episode should start. That way, everyone goes, "Cut
Wait, what? Out." Yeah. What were they talking about?
Huh? Well, guys, you're gonna have to keep listening to the Shedtime podcast to find out. Anyway, let's get into a show in 3, 2.
What's going on, friends? It's your boy Stan Tenacious TX Vapes.
This is Michelle Lynn of Doldine Mods.
The punk rock Silver Fox.
And you're listening.
You are listening.
And you're listening
to the Shedtime podcast.
Wow, that was the most rapid start to an episode I think I've ever pulled, and that was the weakest clap I've done in a long time.
Yeah, that was a little weak sauce, bro. Little weak sauce.
Yeah, no, I haven't been watching enough Florida Gator games.
Yeah.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
What's that?
You don't know about the Florida Gators, bro?
No.
Sorry, it's good to be a Florida Gator. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, you meant like the university team.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought that was like
Gators
a TV
games.
show. You're like, yeah, there's a TV show about it's like Florida Gators game, and my mind went really far. I'm not even Shedtime yet. Imagine where my mind would have went if I was Shedtime. Speaking of that, I need to get into
that's
get
like
on that, bro.
That's like the new version of Hunger Games meets whatever that other one is that everyone liked for a while. Squid Game. There you go.
Squid Game. I never watched that.
Dude, that shit was crazy, bro.
My wife tried to watch it, and she was like, I couldn't do it. And I was like, all right, fair.
See, it's one of those ones where it's like if you watch the dubbed one, the dubbed part is fucking terrible. You know what I mean? Like the voice actor, like the voices they pick for the characters are just shitty and like it's just no good.
So is there a non-dub version?
Yeah, you could watch like the Korean version with subtitles.
Oh yeah.
But then you have to read subtitles.
Yeah, I've never really enjoyed this.
Which for me, honestly, I'm a big kung fu movie guy, man. So I used to read a lot of subtitles watching those. And not only that, but my grandma was one of those people that always had her subtitles on her TV. And majority of their time, her TV was muted. She liked to read her movies.
Yo, it's funny.
I don't know why. It was just her thing. So like whenever I'd be hanging out with my grandma, I'll be sitting there reading the subtitles, bro.
See, like my wife does that with she's got it turned on permanently for Netflix now. And
on some things I do too, because there's times where I'm not necessarily like paying attention. So like I could just glance real quick at the screen and then like the fucking subtitles are literally there. So if I miss something, I could read it and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Well, for what she's doing is for her, it's like a lot of times she's watching those Netflix shows or movies at night. I've already gone to bed for work in the morning, that sort of situation. And so she'll have the volume on low. So like she hears the dialogue, but it may not always be 100% clear, right?
So
like the whispers.
Just differentiate.
Yeah, you can actually read what's being said in the hushed tones and whispers in an episode.
Man.
And honestly, like watching some things with her, like we were watching, there's a John Wayne Gacy docu-series over there on Netflix that they put up, a little 3-part mini-series. Honestly, as a guy who likes watching serial killer documentaries, it wasn't the best. It looks good, you know, it's typical Netflix, it looks good. It's just, for me, I'm not into the style. It's one of those like we start here, then we jump back for a little bit, then we jump forward, then we jump back. Like, I'm not into those just give me the linear story. I like that better. But it was kind of nice to be able to have the subtitles, and like some of those guys that they were interviewing had like a thick accent or something, and you were able to like get right through the accent and understand exactly what they were trying to convey. It was nice. It was nice, you know? So I'm becoming fonder of the subtitles. I find myself using it a lot more on YouTube now too.
I do too, a lot.
Same deal though. Turn my volume real low, and like I might be watching, honestly, hanging out with you guys in a Discord.
I think I just 100% attribute it to my grandma, man.
It could give you like good vibes.
She put me on game, bro, and
Because that shit drives me nuts, bro. Like I can't handle it. It
depends on what I'm watching. Like if it's something that's like super visual, then like that sort of thing, a lot of time I'll take it off just because like I want to be able to see everything that's going on, and I don't necessarily want the fucking little words going across. But like if it's something that's more dialogue heavy,
in a hockey game.
No, see, and I can watch a hockey game on mute. So like to me, that doesn't matter, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, yo, the only thing that I can watch without sound is like sporting events, and I don't need any sound. So for me, it's like I can, because it's like you're used to if you go out with friends when you're not even younger, just period. If you go to like a sports game or a sports bar, or whatever, and like they'll always have like one main game, and the main game might be what the house sounds on. But then there'll be like, 6, 7, 8 other TVs that kind of have another event going on. And like, maybe I want to watch one of the other events. It doesn't bother me that I can't hear it because it's a visual thing. Now, if I was needing, maybe if they had like a really crazy interview in the middle of it, I might be like, oh, motherfucker, I wish I could hear this. And maybe then I would want subtitles, maybe. But more often than not, like I can't handle that visual. Even on like a drama movie, like if it's like a dramatic scene, I still don't want those subtitles, and it's not taking away from the action. I can't read those and pay attention to the movie at the same time. It's probably something to do with me, obviously, but it's just one of those things. So I've never been able to get into that.
Yeah, subtitles are weird, man. I'll tell you one thing, the bar scenario like that is what taught me how much I knew The Simpsons, because I was in a bar and they had The Simpsons on with no subtitles and I knew all the dialogue and I was like, I watch a lot of Simpsons.
Yeah, that happens to me with some movies for sure. Like movies I've seen so many times.
All the time. All the time, dude.
Oh, I'm sure we got some listeners out here. There's a handful of movies people can do that too. I can do it
Dude,
with
I could watch The Big Lebowski, no problem. Watch the whole thing, know exactly what they sound like when they're saying it, everything. Because I've seen it so many times, and I just like that movie moves me, bro. I love it.
Yep, I was that way with The Crow, man, with Brandon Lee. Like, I watched that movie so many times as a young man, as a kid growing up in my teenage years, that like even to this day, I could probably put the movie on mute and give you all of the main dialogue.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time, dude.
Dude, was that the one? Did he die making that one, or was it the second movie?
It was during
because they did make another one, right?
They made several more, and it's always the way they play it off is that every other movie is a different victim being brought back by the Crow. But yeah, Brandon Lee actually dies in one of the really big shootout scenes. Like, he stands on a fucking table in a giant gangster movie, and he's like, "Go ahead, take your shot, dickheads." And like everybody at the table unloads their weapon on him. And it was during the filming of that scene that and this is so weird because we just had this happen recently with Alec Baldwin, but one of those blanks was not a blank, it was a live round, and it shot him dead in the chest. So
it's also so crazy just to think, right, that like his father died like making a movie as well. Like an accident on a movie set. It is crazy.
It is crazy. And it's also a shame too, because like
conspiracy, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
that movie. There are people who believe.
We should hit the Brillo Illuminati podcast up about that and see if they want to get into that conspiracy.
We should. But like, there's a lot of people who truly believe that was his breakout role. That he might have.
Oh yeah, he probably would have had a great career after that.
He might have blown the fuck
especially
up.
During the time, dude.
100%, dude. And it's for what it is, like, so many people in like, they're B-level and C-list actors, right? But so many of those people have gone on to have great careers in fantastic films. I mean, Officer Albert, the main police officer, I mean, Ghostbusters. He's in Ghostbusters, people. Like, you know what I mean? The dude who plays T-Bird, the main villain in that movie, one of his earlier roles is The Warriors. He's the fucking kid with the bottles doing the Warriors. And then years later, he ends up in The Crow, and he's continued to have a fantastic career. That movie really did help a lot of those actors like keep their careers rolling. And yeah, obviously, I'm a huge fan.
That's just unfortunate, bro. You know, shit like that fucking happens on something that's supposed to be like controlled. You know what I mean? It's like,
dude.
You know what? It's just that constant thing that human error really does.
Oh, well, yeah.
Happen in every aspect of life, right? And you just would never think that would happen because that's like they're professionals and they should be on top of that. And they're not, especially with like the Alec Baldwin thing. Like, who fucking knows, right? You don't really know. Maybe someone did maliciously. You have no idea. But excuse me, it's fucking crazy that those things still happen.
Well, and I mean,
like, you just wouldn't think that they would. Like, you think that enough lessons would have had to have been learned that those things wouldn't happen, but they still do, I guess.
There's the thing too, right? Is that like there are prop guns, and then there are rail guns that shoot blanks, and you use both because sometimes you actually need the rail gun that shoots the blank, and a blank bullet is still a bullet with gunpowder in it. You know what I mean? Like, it still needs to actually have the explosion happen. So it is, unfortunately, I think a risk that you know you're kind of taking if you're going to work with those kind of blank shooting weapons, right? Because there's always going to be a potential for human error and for a live round to get confused with a blank. And, you know,
well, I imagine even the person like pulling the trigger, like there's got to be a certain level of danger for them too, right?
Well, not only that, there should just be rounds of like each person who handles this weapon needs to check and inspect it before it's like passed on to the next person, just so that you know that it hasn't been tampered with.
Well,
like that's part of like regulations and shit.
Those are
I think that was there even with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Assuming all those checks went through, well, here's the thing though. Assuming all those checks went through, I don't know enough to say for sure, but it is my expectation from my bit of understanding that it may be more difficult than one might assume to tell the difference between a live bullet and a blank.
And, dude, that's probably true.
And that is my wonder.
Well, it just makes me feel bad for people that were there. Obviously, you know, for like having to witness that, but even just for like Alec Baldwin, it's like, dude, he's a fucking actor. Like, he's a fucking actor, bro. He's not a fucking like marksman and knowing all this shit. He gets handed a gun because he's at work, and like that happens to him as well. And like, there's just so much negativity that comes from that, like, and loss for no reason, right? It's unfortunate. I don't understand why in 2022 we're still using real fucking shit.
Well,
like, so CGI is next level. What the fuck?
That's the thing, right? Is that CGI is next level, but it also comes at a cost. And so, right, you choose where you're going to spend the budget. Star Wars looks
cool, and they're shooting lasers. Like, why can't they do guns?
Because honestly, like, to do a gun blast correctly is actually an expensive process. Lasers are easy because you're drawing a straight line. The whole muzzle flare and the fire and the smoke that comes from an actual shot of a gun, it is tough to do it and make it look good. And that's why, like, Michael Bay movies cost so much goddamn money, because he actually blows a bunch of shit up and uses CGI together to get it all to look that way. I personally have some like CGI After Effects to use for like muzzle flash and stuff. It looks cheesy because it's the stuff that I can afford to do, because I don't have all the expensive software and equipment to be able to really replicate the like high quality Hollywood level. What I have is basically a probably video of a real muzzle flash that somebody took, and I have to sit there and manipulate it and resize it, track it so that it's moving with the gun in the scene so it looks right. That's all on me to make it look as good as I can.
That's cool. Like, that's legit, because you're trying to do that without, not an unlimited budget, but with like on basically what you have. and that's fine.
But here's the thing: is it's gonna look like exactly what I'm saying.
On set, like, how do they not have something better than that? Like, they should have access to things that you dream of having access to.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
But again, it's about the choice of what do you spend your budget on. So, like, my favorite example of
safety.
that is
I'm all for safety, bro.
Like my favorite example of that though is The Walking Dead, right? There was an episode that, because my wife loves The Walking Dead, and I remember we would watch the Talking Dead thing afterward.
Oh yeah.
And they were talking about how in this particular scene, what would happen was they would be, coming down roads and they'd be finding these roadblocks constantly. And this big climactic scene comes to this beautiful long shot of them coming down the road's blocked, but this time the entire thing's on fire. And they were explaining that they spent like a huge portion of the budget making that a practical effect, meaning it was actually built to be set on fire multiple times to get the shots right. And
that's fucking crazy.
This is the thing. It was one of the most boring fucking episodes to watch because all it was them walking and talking through a whole episode. And I went, that's why it was so boring, because you spent more than half your budget on a practical effect. On a fire, exactly. It's choosing...
You burnt that money up.
That's it. It's literally choosing how you're going to spend your budget and where. And for them, it made more sense to spend their money on this practical effect instead of doing it in like a computer-generated manner, because they felt they'd get it something more authentic. And I respect it. I also will talk shit and be like, I wouldn't have done that. I would have maybe, dialed it in, used some trickery of camera, scale it down or something, saved a lot more on my budget. I can't argue.
Well, you know what, though? If it was done well, though, ultimately, I mean, as a viewer, you have to be okay with that.
But, I mean, I think that's why some producers will choose the blanks, right? It's spending your budget here on this to save the money here to spend the budget there on something else. And the crazy thing is, especially with the current situation, unlike The Crow, where we actually saw a final product because it was so close to the end of filming when he died, they used CGI to basically finish the job. We're never going to know what they might have been putting the budget towards, because that movie's done. It's scrapped. They're never going back. It's never getting finished. It's done. Tabled.
It's just weird though that still to this day we're having those mishaps after like multiple throughout the years. It's like you think that would be like something they would tighten up a little bit more on.
Yeah, like there should be a cheaper, safe option.
I mean, or either that or there should be more research into other options that are more cost effective that, would also, be a little bit more safe.
Well, so here's the thing, right?
But I also get it, so sometimes you want that real look and you got to do what you got to do. But at that same time, you also need to make sure that you pick up the safety if you're going to use that effect, because lives are on the line, baby.
But like,
and that shit ain't no joke.
We grew up watching TV and movies from the, like were made in the 70s and 80s and shit, right? Like we all watched those movies and TV shows so many times. When you needed that experience of like somebody dying, actually firing a weapon, they used the cutaways. Like we need to bring that shit, that style back of it's like, it's a cut to a blank wall and we just see the flash against the wall and then we see the person drop dead. And the blood spill on the floor, and we're like, oh, they're dead. It got the premise across. We don't even need to actually watch the gun get shot, right?
Yeah, or like physically.
Or here's the thing: you can have it. Yeah, it doesn't need to be physically pointed at somebody. You can have them. You can totally film them shooting the guns and everything, but they don't need to be shooting at actual people.
Well, so like I'm saying, like let's just find a way to let's go back to filming where we can eliminate a gun that fires a projectile entirely, and we are using actual prop guns. Looks like the real thing, doesn't fire at all, nothing happens. You pull the trigger, it just clicks.
Dude, the crazy thing is nowadays they have airsoft fucking guns that look just as fucking good. Have the kickback, the little fucking recoil, shoot the gas out, and everything that you would see from a normal fucking gun. Why aren't they using those?
I agree. I mean, a lot of us on the independent level do it. A lot of us on the independent level do it. I know a ton of guys that even to this day, they'll take like the cheap airsoft. They won't even get that nice one. They'll get the cheap pellet gun and just rip the orange thing off the front. Bada bing, now it looks like the real gun. And they'll do like I described, and they'll just, at the end, digitally impose a little flash. And it looks fine. It's fine. And I mean, okay, I get it. It doesn't look like the real thing. But listen, if we're really trying to worry about that level of authenticity to the 15 guys in the crowd that are going to really know the difference.
Dude, you want to know what I find hilarious in this conversation right now? It's how deep we've got into it, bro. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking, wait, whoa. How do we get this far into this shit, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
We're here.
What happened here? The crow and then here. Okay. That's what happened.
Subtitles got us here. How about that?
Yeah.
Subtitles. I just want to say,
did it really start with subtitles?
Yes,
It did probably.
It did. We were talking
Subtitles.
about the subtitles. That led us to being able to watch things without any audio, which brought me to the crow, which then has brought us to this.
Wow.
Welcome to the shed, everyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
for real.
Welcome.
I need another dab. Speaking of which, I got some Biohazard OG and some GMO, baby. Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. That's all I've got left. I actually kind of, I didn't take a full-on break this week, but what I did do is I just waited till like 8:30 at night before I took my first hit, and then I usually take like 2 hits a night. That's what I did this week.
Nightcap, and that was it.
Just nightcaps this week. And then like yesterday, I took. Shout outs to Papa Janklin, my dad. Me and him went and saw Doctor Strange, and of course, before I went to go see Doctor Strange, I had to get a little strange. So I came in here and took 2 dabs before we went and saw the movie, just because I wanted to, have that full experience. But even yesterday, I only took like 2 or 3 dabs.
Yeah, man. Once again, the whole notion we talk about all the time throughout this show over these years is moderation is always key, man. You can't enjoy it when you got to use a shitload.
Success.
Like,
I think I'm gonna get in some GMO right now, though.
I would.
Oh, I would for sure.
I'm guessing that you have not had a restock on the GMO at your favorite preferred dispensary.
No. Shout out to the Healing House in Alderville, Ontario. But no, I haven't. I actually haven't been for probably 2 weeks because
good.
I was doing some like cleaning up and I found like 6 or 7 grams that I forgot I had. So I was like, oh, I got to get these through. You know what I mean? So I've been going through that.
What a great problem to have as an adult, right? Like, you remember like
so great.
the part of your life when you were like always wishing you had more weed, and now it's like, oh shit, I found more weed. Oh shit, I found more weed.
Yeah, I was cleaning up this week too, bro. And I also found a nice dab, bro. Just fully in the jar, in the box. It must have just fallen off my fucking desk and like got kicked under it. You know what I mean? And I was like, moving shit around. I was like, oh hey, that picked it up. Oh, there's a jar in there. Opened it up. Like a nice little fucking dab in there, dude. I was like, sick.
It's so good. It's so good. I love the way that like life has done that. Like, there was a time in my life a half ounce would last a day.
Ooh,
now a half ounce lasts a week. Like,
oh, dude, man, I used to go through like probably a gram and a half a day for a long time, and now like I'll buy like a half quarter a weekend, but when I do it, I'll buy just like I basically buy 3 grams every week is what I'll do, and I don't like always go through them all. So sometimes I'll be like just finishing off something and I'll open up 2. And so when I go to the dispensary, I still have 1 that's not even opened. And then I buy 3 more. Maybe that day I'm like, they got GMO. I'll get like a half quarter, just that. and then a couple other grams of. I love flavors. I love sampling shit. I love. I think that I just love that because of the Dynavap. I think that if I was still just cranking bees all the time, I probably wouldn't give a fuck. Like, oh, this one feels good when I get high. That's it. I don't care about anything else.
I think you might still, but I think you're right. I don't think it would matter nearly as much. Yeah,
it wouldn't be on flavor as much as like the high at that point.
You know, you're probably right. You'd probably high first, flavor second instead of flavor
now it's
first.
Like they're kind of even, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I need to get the right high, but it needs to taste right. And shit that tastes so good, even if it's not the exact high I'm chasing, it's still worth it.
Exactly.
You know, because it tastes so good. You're like, you get put into like a good vibe just from the flavor of it.
100%.
Well, like Dynavap life, bro. That I guess I shouldn't say just Dynavap because
it's
I'm sure that's like vaping. Period.
It's the terps, man. Terpenes
that's what I use, so
are such an integral part of the experience, and that's the thing. Like when you're really truly getting your terpenes and not just destroying them because you're roasting the bowl. You know what I mean? Like, you can get the benefit. And that's it. Like you're getting such a better high because you're getting all the terpenes
put
too.
Right into a space, dude. It's like walking to a door that's unlocked.
Yeah, dude.
Instead of having to unlock it first and then go in.
Yo, and it's funny you say that because like I've got this new strain I tried this week. Shout out to the homie. I was able to get some Killer Cupcake.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How is it?
This flavor is awesome because it's kind of like sweet and almost like vanilla-like, but it's got some like purples running through it, and you do get this like sweet note that runs in there. But the thing I'm loving about it is the high, because the high in this one gives me this weird time warp. So like, I end up finding that like life moves quicker than the relative time around me. And so like I feel like I'm getting things done, and it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Like the other day I was smoking it and I'm just sitting there watching YouTube videos, and I burned through a bunch of these videos, and all of a sudden I look at the clock and I'm like, it should have been like 2 by now and it's only like 1. What's going on? So like I get a total just loss of my concept of time from this weed, and that's pretty fucking sweet. Pretty fucking sweet. So
that's my kind of weed.
Yeah,
dude,
that's my kind of weed.
I wish I still had some of that watermelon dreams left, dude. That shit was some of the tastiest concentrate I've had in quite some time, and the high on it was very, very enjoyable.
Yo, I got a concentrate that I think you, sir, would love, Mr. Janklin, because I've got some refined papaya live rosin, bro. And I know how much you too love your papaya strains.
Yeah, I just finished off some sour papaya yesterday, as a matter of fact.
This one's fairly nice. Got a really good spread on all of the total everything, because you're getting a total THC of 74 with a total active cannabinoid of 78.8. So nice spread. 4% in the terpenes, so plenty of delicious flavor. And I just gotta say, because we talk about packaging and stuff a lot, right? Bountiful Farms, it's the first time I grabbed their concentrate. I love the class level of these guys because, like, you know.
Yeah, very adult.
Nice, right? But then this shit right here got me. It opens like a jewelry case.
That's actually kind of dope.
Dude, is there a magnet?
It feels like a magnet. So, like, I get this thing, and, like, obviously, like, it's at least stiff enough I can hold it by the lid. And then it just gets that pop right open, just like a jewelry case, complete with your puck. Solid black puck, mind you. So no light degradation, even if you take it out of the box, which I think is just genius. But one of my favorite touches, and I gotta get the focus on for this for everybody to see, is this inside. Look at this beautiful little art piece that they just hide on the inside lid for you. Like, gorgeous.
I like it.
You know, super detailed, beautiful little piece of art. And of course, just like everything else that these guys do, The quality is, top notch. Look at how blonde. Yeah.
It looks tasty.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you what though, that fucking GMO, I got your boy high.
It was probably pretty tasty too.
Oh yeah, dude. It had the funk.
Mm.
GMO's got the funk.
Yeah.
I gotta have that funk.
I like a good funky GMO too. There's only like a couple people doing GMOs in mass, and the one that I see most often is not one of my preferred representations of it. There's obviously plenty of like home growers and stuff who are doing their take on a GMO, and some of those guys are like nailing it and getting the like perfect garlicky, funky, oniony, mushroomy, fucking just make you drool.
Dude,
goodness.
okay, so here's the thing, right? So the other day, I was on a mixing show with an advocate for liberty and a few others, and this one flavor house that lots of people really liked. It's like an American flavor house. It's like a startup basically, and they make flavorings, and they already have a garlic and an onion flavor. So when I was on the show, I was like, yo, because the guy who owns the company was in the chat, and I was like, yo, VSO, I'm pretty sure that we need a mushroom flavor because I want to try to make some GMO. Like just have a vape
liquid.
Just dude, just fucking for like every so often. It would not be an all day, but just like every so often, just fucking have like a little MTL set up with that shit and just be like, yeah, let's go.
Bro, that's gonna be
dude. All right, so there's this piece of me.
I'm gonna try to make it like the wheat, bro. I'd like add some extra terpenes into it to like enhance, bro. It would be fucking. I have a feeling it could be chef's kiss for like 2 pulls. After that, you'd be like, I need to put that down for the day. But man, were those good.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think you're kissing anybody after you vape.
Yeah. Dude, I think that the only reason why it'd have to be like a pod device is because I think that it would just, you'd never get that ever.
Oh no, dude, that would be it'd be fucking.
Oh my God,
whatever you put that in would be stained for life.
You definitely couldn't direct lung hit that. That would hurt. Oh my God,
I would throw up.
Yo.
Dude, savory vapes to me are not like a desirable thing, but I just think that I love the way that GMO
it does
tastes.
not sound
so if
good.
I could get there,
well,
that'd
so
be cool.
Like savory vaping is nice when it's peanut butter and graham cracker and stuff like that, but yeah, savory vape like garlic, mushroom, and onions, like I'm sauteing them bitches in my kitchen, huffing that. I love that smell, but I don't know.
I think it could be good. Like, not
listen,
like I said,
I would
not
totally try it. I would try it. I would man up. I would totally take a vape and give it a go, but
my stomach hurts just thinking about it.
I don't know, man. I better have a fucking.
And here's the thing: is like ready. I literally just vaped that flavor, like in that concentrate. But like, it's different though. I don't know why, but like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like I
it
said, I have to try it.
I would. I don't know what it'd be like, but like I would.
Be interesting. That's for sure.
Oh no.
The one thing is like you'd have nothing to pair it with. Like that would not taste good with coffee. Maybe it would taste good with a beer. I don't
Garlic
know.
bread.
Oh,
spaghetti.
Garlic. Oh, spaghetti. Yeah.
Spaghetti.
It's like I just ate some pasta, baby. Let me get that vape on. Give me that GMO vape.
Fuck.
Maybe one day I'll get there.
You drink water with it, bro. It's fucking water.
Be the garlickiest water you've ever drank.
Be terrible, dude. Be terrible.
Garlic flavored.
Because dude, all I can think about is when we vaped that fucking cheese flavor at NVE, bro.
Oh man, that was not very good.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah,
but do you
wasn't it
remember
supposed to be
like how
Parmesan?
fucking surprised the dude was when I asked if I could turn it up?
Yeah, you're like, do you mind if I hit it again? But can I turn it up a little? He's like, dude, he's like, no one's ever asked us that before.
He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, dude, go for it. Did you even make it into the video?
Yeah, I made it in the video.
I did.
I don't know
tried
if
it.
that part did, but
I tried it and I didn't even get into the video.
Dude,
So I did it for nothing.
So for listeners who don't understand,
yes, sir.
There once was a company who
they're still around.
Oh, they're still
dude.
doing
I think
it.
they're still
Good.
around. Yeah.
So there's a company in the vape industry who has a little shtick of some really gross e-liquids that they like to spring on people who enjoy vaping flavored e-liquid in order to, just give them a surprise, maybe be a challenge.
Reactions.
Yeah, be a
Content.
challenge for friends, stuff like that, create content for content creators. And they show up to, of course, any of the big conventions and bring these gross e-liquids and try to get people to try them. And of course, the guys had the opportunity to try a cheese-flavored one, and that's exactly what we're talking about. I mean, a lot of people are like, I get that somebody might like to get nicotine from a strawberry milkshake flavor, but cheese?
Yeah, and they don't tell you what it is either.
Like, ooh, my
Yeah,
tasting...
it's like, oh yeah, here, you give it a try.
Yeah.
I'll just say, like, shout out to Zample Box. Like, they've always seemed like a pretty good company, anyways. And that's who it was.
Yeah, they were
I
cool
can't remember
dudes.
his name. It wasn't Chris.
Chris, yeah.
It is Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you?
Thought it was.
Didn't you guys have him on the Omis one time?
Yeah, we. I think so.
I feel like you did. 'Cause I'm vaguely remembering somebody within the circle of homies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
had him
we
on a
did.
show, and I think it was you guys. God, that
It's been
feels
a
like
while.
forever ago.
I've smoked a
right?
lot of weed since then.
Yeah, dude.
We all have, bro.
Yeah.
That's that time warp factor of life lately, right? Like,
But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I couldn't remember if it was on there or if it was on the green room. It was one of those shows.
yeah, man. Not
Yeah, it was a
sponsored.
fucking unique experience, and like, it definitely did not taste very good at all.
Yeah.
But it was one of those times where I was like, yeah, you know what? I think that I would like to try this. Why not? I've
mean,
never really
why not
tasted
use some of
anything
these
that was like
funky little-
purposely made that was that bizarre.
Like, that's the thing, right? Is like, it's one of those, sometimes you just want to do it to say you did it. And that's definitely one of those experiences. Like, oh God, Zample Box got the gross e-liquids. I want to do it just to say I did it. I'm actually bummed. I never caught him. I never had a chance to try it. I don't know where I was when you guys were hitting it, because I missed out on this one, and I'm a little bummed. I'm one of the like few homies in the circle that was there that day that didn't get a chance to like.
Oh, you didn't
grossed
miss out, bro.
No, you definitely did not miss out.
I do remember playing Bean Boozled though, where we had to
Oh, that
see
was
if we
terrible.
ate the gross jelly
at the fucking
bean.
at the house afterwards.
Yeah.
I got the good one. I got a good one.
I got
That's
a good
nice.
one twice too, and then I got like grass or something once.
Yeah, I
Which
got.
it wasn't. No, I got toothpaste, which actually wasn't bad.
I
Yeah, I would
got
actually
one that
handle
was gross
toothpaste.
because I think I got one that tasted like a dryer sheet or something. It was like supposed to be like, I don't even remember, but like it tasted like a dryer sheet. Oh, socks. That's what it was supposed to be. Supposed to be
Ew.
socks, and it tasted like a dryer sheet.
Yeah, they have like a vomit one, bro. Like really?
Oh,
Here's the
some of
fucked-
those. There's I don't understand why. Like,
How
is
do
it really
you-
that fun?
How
Like,
do
is
you
it
be
that
the
fun?
guy that has to like check to make sure that it actually tastes like vomit or boogers? Like, how do you be that poor person?
You're just like the dude at the factory. He's just like, look.
Well, we
lurched
keep
over on
talking
a
about
table
stuff
and
that's
being
making my
like, "Oh
stomach
my
hurt,
God,
man.
I got to get to the vomit one next.
Well,
I'm
because
not
like
ready for this."
those
Brutal.
same people do like a Harry Potter one, right? And like, there's some fucked up weird flavors in that Harry Potter mix that like people have read me, and I'm like, why?
Well, that's where the whole Bean Boozled thing started, I think.
I think
from that shit.
yeah, I'm not sure if it was before or after that, but like, and I know that like those guys even make just a pack of the gross ones because
Yeah.
there are people who actually like some of the gross ones, which
If
Hey,
you're
no
out there,
judgment.
you're weird,
Yeah.
man.
No judgment, but
No, I'm judging.
more for you.
Bro. That's weird.
Keep
Like,
that shit
you
away.
are more unique than me, for sure.
Yeah, I like some weird things. The gross flavors of jelly beans, not one of them.
Yeah, like, dude, cotton candy jelly beans, they're good. Like, I like lots of flavors of the Jelly Belly, like cotton candy.
Dude, the
like
fucking cherry
apples,
ones.
so many.
Cherry ones are fire. The watermelon ones are pretty good.
Yeah, like the real Jelly Bellies. Like,
Yeah, like they don't need to make these gross ones.
like I don't like real popcorn.
Dude, the cinnamon
but
ones
the
are fire,
popcorn one's
too.
even really
Oh,
good.
no.
Oh yeah, no, I never
Oh.
liked it. I
It's-
never liked it.
See, like I don't mind it. Like all right, it's weird. It's a buttery. It's a buttery
butter
fucking. It's just a butter flavored.
Yeah, it
Jelly
does
bean.
not taste good to me
Yeah,
at all,
It's
bro.
weird, man. I don't mind it. Like I'm okay with it.
More for you, bro.
I mean, I'm
'cause,
not.
dude,
I'm not going
If
out
I
of
had
my way
no
to
other
buy them.
option, like if I had no other option, I'm sure I'd probably eat a couple and be like, "Were these really as bad as I remember?" And then after I had a couple, I'd be like, "Yeah, they're still not for me."
Yeah, like
then
I'm,
I'd probably not eat anymore.
I'm not
but-
trying to buy them specifically, but
your
like if I get a bag and they're
No,
in
no.
my hand and it's like, oh, that
I
was
like
the
to
butter
go to a
popcorn.
spot where you can just
Yeah.
like pick out your own specific flavors. You know, where it's got the bin and it's just like cherry or watermelon or whatever.
Dude, I
You
want,
just grab
like,
a
Get a
little
full
scoop.
bag of this.
No,
like,
you
one
just grab a
flavor.
little scoop of like
Black
each
licorice.
flavor that you like instead of getting all the fucking big mix of all the shit that you don't like and just picking out your favorites and end up with half a bag of bullshit.
See, I'm the crazy
Dude, that's when
person
you have
that
to go through the scooping. You got to scoop like the right amounts of ways to like get.
Well,
your
no, that's
favorite
why you
flavors.
just
How
go
do
to
you
the
think I bought
bins
wine
where they're
gums, bro?
separate.
Whenever I buy wine gums, I would try to scoop green, white, and black, and whatever got stuck to them as I was bringing them in. That's what I would fucking.
well,
roll
so
with. But I would be, I'd be that dude just fucking.
but here's the thing,
scoping
I
out
don't
a real heavy green.
I don't think wine gums have a whole store dedicated to just them. Jelly Belly
it's
makes
bulk
like a whole
candy.
store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
Oh no!
them.
okay.
Not only that, but like in the mall out here, there's always been that like that. At one point, it was like the Sweet Factory or whatever. It's like one of those candy stores where it's like they've got like bins of like all the different candies, but like when it comes to like jelly beans and like those sorts of things, like they literally have little ones of just specific flavors where you get just a little bit of each one.
Yeah.
So you don't have to sit there through the fucking big ass one of all of them and try to fucking scoop out all of them.
it's
It's a
painstaking,
bitch,
but
dude.
it's always
Yeah,
worth
why
it.
do that when you can just get them out of the fucking thing
No,
with just?
that is true.
like
If I
that's
had that option, I
that's the
would.
fun
But I'm
thing
also
too.
here's the thing too. People might not like this, but I'm not a huge jelly bean guy to begin with.
Yeah, I'm like jelly beans over gummy, like bears, definitely.
Oh no, gummy bears for me.
100%.
I'm the opposite. I'll rather take gummy
Give
bears
me
over jelly
black and
beans.
green, fucking jelly beans. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm
Love the
I'm
black
what-
licorice ones, the mint ones.
Oh,
they're so
you can have all of those, bro.
good.
I am 100% like a gummy bear, gummy worm, gummy sort of guy over jelly beans any day, all day.
See, but there's
Dude,
like
fresh jelly beans. They're
yeah,
so
there's so many companies too making like fire jelly beans now because like Starburst got a version.
Those are
Sweet Tart
pretty
got a
good. Like
version.
those are cool for what they are,
You
but they're
know.
still jelly beans, bro. Like I just don't
I
like
love the fact that
that.
they're jelly beans.
like I'll eat them, but like they're just not my favorite. You know,
Dude,
what I
is
mean?
there Sour Patch jelly beans? Because if there is,
Yes.
I need.
I'm
the
sure
green
there
ones.
is,
Yes,
bro.
there
Oh
are.
my god, bro!
Yes, there are.
I need to order some of those from somewhere. Like that, just I never.
You
tried them.
literally just fucking blew his mind right now.
Oh man,
Yo, and sadly we just missed Easter, so like you could have had them for probably half off if you know what I mean. They might even still be like on some clearance
yeah, dude.
rack
All I'm gonna have
somewhere
to buy
on
them
the
on
website.
Amazon. I've
Skittles
never
jelly
seen
beans
them
are
here.
pretty fire too.
Yo, so Skittles makes gummies, right? Finally,
I've tried them; they're okay.
Finally, they made the sour pack into gummies.
Dude, did you see
Oh.
that fucking Starburst made like filled gummies
I did.
now? I've been trying to find them, bro.
I'm not usually into the filled style
Because dude,
gummy.
the Starburst
Yeah, they're always
gummies, bro,
been weird,
are
but-
fire. Are fire.
Yeah, see, I just don't really like gummies that much. The only
I
the
do,
gummies that
bro.
I like are like not really gummies to me. It'd be like Sour Patch Kids, Like that's the kind.
Those are
like
still considered
cherry
gummies,
blasters. Yeah, but they're not like a gummy worm or like a gummy bear. Like so.
but that's still sort of like that.
It's
a
it's
similar
about
consistency.
Oh
texture.
no, it's
though,
similar
right?
for sure. But
Yeah.
like I don't. It's like
I think they're still like classified as like a gummy candy though.
yeah, I would.
I think
personally, I'd be like,
Or
yeah, it's more
no, those
candy.
might actually be more like jelly, because like they're a little bit more like you know what I mean. No, not necessarily firm, but like because they're not. I don't think they're as firm because you can definitely bite into them easier. But they're like
they may not have the gelatin content.
Yeah, they're not like as
has.
bouncy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, to me, like gummies are squishy.
Yeah,
where Sour Patch Kids not squishy.
Yeah, they don't.
But they still can stretch.
They don't bounce back as much. Yeah.
Yeah. No, once they stretch, they're
stretched. That's it. They're not as rigid. Yeah.
Dude, now I just want to eat candy. That's terrible.
Dude. Oh, hey, check it out. I got some now and laters. You guys have now and laters in Canada?
No.
Yo,
dude.
I haven't had a now and later in
What flavor is this one? Cherry, baby. Yeah. These things are dangerous, bro, because depending on the day or like what pack you get, they can either be extremely fucking hard at first when you put them in your mouth, and kind of just have to like chill and like kind of just put it in your cheek and let it soften up a little bit and then chew on it, because if you don't, you will break a fucking tooth on these motherfuckers.
I've never had them soft. They've always been super hard for me wherever I've gone, but like
soft, baby.
Oh my god, they are delicious. They're like a sort of like a, in my opinion, a slightly harder, denser version of a Starburst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they're delicious.
We have this shit up here called Frutella. I don't know if you guys have that, but that's basically what it is. It's just like not quite as thin as looking as that. It's like a smaller square, but it's taller. So it's like a slightly smaller square than a Starburst, but it's like a taller.
So it's like a
and it comes in a sleeve.
What are those ones called, Sean? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, like a Mamba. It's like sort of like a Mamba, and Mambas are great too.
Mm-hmm.
But I just looked it up for the fun of it, because sometimes you could just Google the weirdest question and actually get your answer, right? Is Sour Patch Kids considered a gummy candy? And according to Mondelez International, the makers of Sour Patch Kids are a tasty, soft gummy candy with a coating of sour sugar. So they're defining it.
Yeah, we don't have those.
Yeah, and it's honestly the description that you're talking about. Like it's like sometimes you can get them and they'll be a bit more soft, like closer to a Starburst, but sometimes it'll be like hard that it would fucking rock your teeth, and you just exactly what you said. You just put it in your mouth for like 10, 15 seconds, and then it gets soft enough that you're like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Mamba or a High Chews. High Chews is another one like that.
That's also what I was thinking of.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, Frutella. They have like a bunch of different flavors too. I haven't had this shit in a fucking while, but it's all pretty fire.
Frutella. Dude, that's a great name.
They have a blackcurrant one, dude. So good.
Bro, these ones right here, though, are the best ones of them all.
Lemon?
Banana, baby.
Oh, banana.
A banana one.
Fuck yeah, banana.
Man, it's been so long since I've had a now or later. The only ones I remember were grape and cherry.
Oh,
Can't remember.
I was on a little hard.
Did you commit though?
Huh?
Because you got like multiple ones in a row that were soft. Like, did you commit to just biting it?
Well, I tried. I'm still kind of doing it, but not like.
Yo.
Anyway.
Like the candies like that are probably part of the reason my teeth are fucked now as an adult, because like I ate so many Sour Patch Kids and shit, and like ate so many of those now and laters and had them just stick to the teeth as I'm trying to like chew through them like an asshole. Oh my god,
dude! I'm sure that my teeth not being in the greatest shape are definitely from a lot of abuse. of eating candies, dude.
Oh,
just even like wine gums,
sure.
bro. Like I've ate like a dumb amount of wine gums over my lifetime. They've been like my kryptonite since I was probably like, I don't know,
Dude,
in my early 20s.
Sour Patch Kids were like that for me, but then I had to take a break, dude, because they were fucking up my mouth, bro.
Oh my god, that sour sugar will literally
My tongue
rip
and shit
your
was
tongue
getting
up.
so fucking raw, dude. Because I'm one of those guys where I wouldn't just like fucking pop them on my mouth and just chew on them. No, I would like sit there and like fucking suck on them to get all like the fucking sour stuff off of them and then eat them. So like by the time I got done, I'd eat the whole fucking bag and my mouth would be just raw, bro.
Dude, that's like,
dude, they would eating that shit until your mouth hurts is. It's like you got to stop a bit earlier, but it's so hard because they taste so good, dude.
well, it's like, did you guys ever eat Warheads as a kid growing up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Super sour, fucking.
Dude, I
hard
remember
candy.
like,
And then you were the
somebody telling me
dumbass
once-
that fucking put more than one in your mouth at once and burnt the fuck out of your tongue.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember somebody told me that if you ate too many of those, it could actually like make your tongue split.
Yeah.
Like that's like a memory I have of being like 10 years old and somebody saying that.
I've been one of those people where like back in the day, there was a time I worked for Target, right? And when you work for Target, obviously you know the whole inner system of how the clearance works. So when Halloween came, candy was starting to go on clearance. There was a bag that was nothing but Warheads and Trolley sour gummy worm packs. And so I bought a couple of them. And by the end, I was basically left with this one giant bag with all the Warheads that we hadn't fully eaten yet. So we started just, popping Warheads. And at one point, like you go through, you eat 10 or 15 of those bitches in a row because they taste delicious. And all of a sudden, like you can see the crack in the roof of your tongue and shit, just like coming down the whole length. Like, oh, this isn't good. That sour sugar shit on there can't be safe. Like
It's just citric acid. That's all it is.
Like it's literally burning a hole through my tongue now. This is not good.
Dude, that's part of the reason why I can't. Dude, I bought a shit ton of those fucking Sparks, the Mountain Dew Spark. And I was drinking shit tons of it there for a minute because it was just delicious. But that stuff had so much citric acid in it, bro. It was doing the same thing to my fucking tongue.
Oh, yeah. Dude, funny you bring that up. I recently got another Major Melon because I hadn't had one in a while, and they came back on the market out here. And now they taste completely different. And
Really?
It is such a letdown. I totally think I understand why some people didn't like it, and I loved it so much. Because if y'all were tasting the version I'm tasting now, fuck this version. Because the one I was drinking before was like a watermelon Sour Patch Kid, is how I was describing it, and it was delicious. The one I tasted now was like a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind watermelon Jolly Ranchers. Like they're fun. They're fine. But like a watermelon Sour Patch Kid.
Right. Like
Giddy up.
for a Mountain Dew soda, the watermelon Sour Patch vibe worked. The watermelon Jolly Rancher vibe, flat. Just falls flat on its face. Like,
Yeah, dude, I
doing
couldn't
it.
vibe with it. I'm not a huge like watermelon guy because even Crush has a watermelon soda. If you guys didn't know,
Yeah, I've had it
never-
before. It's all right.
I've
not
never
bad.
seen it out here, I don't think.
I've
Yeah.
had even the Jolly Rancher watermelon soda too.
What?
What? Yeah, that's a thing?
You never had that?
No.
Yeah, dude. There's like a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher, like soda pop, a watermelon,
Where is this?
a cherry, and the apple.
Where?
I don't know, dude. I've had it in my life, like even in the last like 5 years. for
I've
sure.
never heard of Jolly Rancher soda in my life.
Really. All right. Well, if I ever see it again, I'll fucking
yeah.
I'll make that mental memory.
I mean, I'm totally blown
I've had
away.
Jones soda.
Jones soda is good too. Yeah. And like some of it, they make some different kinds of like,
Dude, they
pop.
make like grass.
Yeah, they made some
Yeah.
weird ones. They're like
Jones
the
is
jelly
weird.
bellies of the pop world.
Yeah, for real.
But dude, their cream soda is fire.
Dude, they're like black cherry soda.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
So fucking good, bro. I want one right fucking now, dude.
Dude, there used to be this.
I'm going to the store after this, and I'm going to get some fucking Jones black cherry soda, bro. If I can find it.
I don't want to go grocery shopping. I already went today, but I should have fucking bought some. I should have thought about that.
We will not be able to find Jolly Rancher soda in the U.S. It is discontinued.
Oh.
That's why.
Yeah, it was all right enough for us. I guess we're too nice to say just take it off the shelves.
Is it good?
It might be off the shelves in Canada too. I don't know, but it did say the U.S. manufacturer discontinued.
I tried multiple of them. I think the only one I didn't try was the green apple, and I think that they're all decent. Like they're all pretty good. Like they actually tasted like.
Dude, I just want a black cherry soda right now. All of a sudden, I just like.
Oh man, there was this company called Cott Soda. I think that it might have been an Ontario company, like from Toronto even, but they had like Cott Black Cherry Pop. At the plaza that was right by my high school, they used to have that shit.
IBC makes
every day, dude. I would fucking get one at lunch. Like every day, I'd get like a slice of pizza and a black cherry pop.
See,
IBC makes a pretty good one too.
I've never had an IBC one. I've had their root beer.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen soda. I don't know that I've ever seen an IBC black cherry.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Stewart's. I don't know if Stewart's.
I may be wrong.
American.
Let me look. Do they make black cherry soda?
I know this for the drinkers of Bang out there. There is a black cherry vanilla Bang.
Yeah, they make black cherry soda. I knew I wasn't tripping. But yeah, it comes in the glass bottles. Good old black cherry.
You know what? Honestly, most of the time that you get black cherry nowadays, it comes in a glass bottle up here. There's a couple of companies, like one called the Soda Pop Shop, and then there's another one called
oh, sweet.
Stewart's.
Yeah, Stewart's is around
I got like
here.
4 places that got it right by me. Sick.
Stewart's black cherry pop's real good. They have like a key lime that's pretty solid. They're all pretty good, actually.
The Stewart's cream soda was really good when I tried it.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
I know it,
dude. Pop out of glass bottles though, it's kind of the truth, man. Like, I really do prefer it. I understand how it's not readily accessible or whatever, but they really knew what was up, like when they were doing that shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, it preserves flavor. It's just, it is what it is. Like,
yeah,
glass preserves the flavor better than plastic. So obviously, like, it's gonna taste a lot better in that glass bottle.
Like sometimes I used to get like the mini Cokes that would come in. It would be like,
oh yeah,
237 milliliters or whatever.
But dude, it tastes so much better out of a glass
dude.
bottle,
I'd be like, yo.
Not only that, but if you get
better than the big bottle that I
dude, out here, if you get the Mexican Coke, bro,
the Mexican Coke is
that shit comes with like the original like cane sugar recipe. Oh,
yes, sir,
bro.
Although
talk about the best Coke you've ever had in your life. Does it come in
a glass bottle too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
and it's the long, tall one, dude. Oh, it's so fucking good.
I'm gonna say this though. I find that Mexican Coke just tastes like a slightly better Pepsi.
No.
Yeah, think about it next time you drink one. Be like, this motherfucker said a slightly better Pepsi, and then take your sip, and you're gonna be like, fuck him, he's right.
Oh no, you just ruined it for him. If like that's the case, I don't think
that's not true at all.
Of a Pepsi guy.
Dude,
I'm not a Pepsi guy at all, really.
That's what I'm saying. Well, then you'll appreciate what I'm saying. Then you're gonna you'll sip it and be like, "Fuck, it really does taste like a slightly better Pepsi."
I don't think so, dude, because I've had one recently, and I did not think of Pepsi at all while I was drinking it.
Yeah, because nobody put that seed in your head. Once you think about it, you could be like, "Fuck, I hadn't thought about it either." And then I was drinking one because the taco joint right over here has true, authentic Mexican Cokes. And, like, somebody said it to me and went, now open this Coke and drink it. And I took a sip and I was like, you motherfucker. It's weird. Like, it's still a Coke. Don't get me wrong. It's still a Coke for people who've never, tried one and are hearing this.
Don't listen to Sean, guys. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yo, James, you want to know something hilarious? So the other day, so I was like just going into some Discord and I was like trying to read something, and I saw somebody that posted in their lounge, and their name was "Your mom drinks Sprite." No word of a lie. I was like, that is the funniest shit I've ever seen, and I fucking should have screenshotted it, but I was just like high and just scrolling, bro. I was like, I gotta tell James about this.
Yeah,
your mom drinks Sprite. What a fucking
the best, bro.
That's amazing. Dude, some people's gamer tags and handles and shit are ridiculous.
If you were to hang out with us,
some are amazing.
If you were to hang out with us one time, Sean, and just see like the names that pop in the lobbies when we play Call of Duty, bro, you would die, bro. It's fucking hilarious. Like I can't even think of any like of the craziest ones off the top of my head right now because they were really that far out there.
I have a buddy of mine. He's one of my coworkers. His gamer tag he uses is Sussy Pussy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Real.
Now it's even worse. He'll play Among Us with the name Sussy Pussy.
Honestly, I've never played Among Us, so I'm not even sure what that's
there's something to do with like somebody is being sus. And you have to figure out who it is. I've never played it myself, but
it's that one where you gotta you're like the dude and you gotta like run around.
Yeah,
and,
you gotta figure out who the.
It's that one on the phone that everybody was doing that for a while.
Yeah, you gotta figure out who's the bad guy, and everyone's just being suspect. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pussy, even in that. And what's funny about it is that like you can literally have like 13-year-old kids, 12-year-old kids playing this game, and he's just running around as Sussy Pussy. I mean, we got a friend. Poon Sauce McNasty.
Oh shit! The same thing that happens in Call of Duty, bro.
But dude, there's like some names that I'm surprised actually can get through. Like it takes real creativity. I think that's like one thing that I find when I see some of those names, James, is like I'm like, yo, that's creative, but I got it 100%.
Yeah.
Like
we've got the old generic like, hey, would you blow me's and all those sorts of things too that pop in from time to time.
Yeah, Dixon Cider Bush.
People coming in with porn stars' names, and then all of a sudden, everybody in the fucking lobby starts tripping. They're like, "Oh, is that really it?"
Takes people off their game, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's
fucking hilarious.
I mean, shit. The fucked up thing is that like there are a lot of these like OnlyFans girls who are probably in some of these lobbies with y'all playing.
I wouldn't.
Oh, dude, they probably Twitch stream too. I'm sure. Like, dude, so many people do Twitch stuff, and like, man, I've watched like some streaming. Not so much in like the last year, but maybe like a year or two ago, I'd watch like some streaming of Fortnite just because I'd want to see like how good people play, and dude, there'd be just like all these simps, dude. They would basically try to get into the same drop as like this girl streamer, and then they would find her on the map by like someone telling them, or I don't know how, and then they just like drop all their loot and then like kneel down and she just shoot them in the head. I was like, what is this, dude? Like, is this your life, kids?
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? It just blew my mind.
That's awkward. I'm not even really...
I don't even know what to say to that.
There's nothing to be like said. That's the world we live in, dude.
Guys, that's not how you impress a woman.
No, dude. That's
Ladies
not going to get you cut on the street.
Yeah, if you're one of those people who do that and you're listening.
I was on so-and-so stream. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
You should have killed them. That would have been dope.
Yeah, not effective.
Then you're on their
Exactly. You should have pissed her off by killing her. Perfect headshot. Boom.
Yeah.
But like talking about game streaming, we all know the old YouTube rabbit hole, and it takes you to the weirdest places. I stumbled upon the weirdest series of videos for this game streamer on YouTube. The dude, first of all, the reason this motherfucker got me to stick around for multiple videos is that his narration is the sort of rambling of a Rick from Rick and Morty, and the whole like Justin Roiland like style of ramble, and like it just kind of like caught me. But they were doing this Minecraft world called Horror Island, And this guy did some shit to the world where basically, like, for example, if you spend too many seconds basically in complete darkness, some monster comes out of the dark and kills you. If a blood moon rises that night, the whole world like quadruples in monsters all over the place coming to attack you. You try to hunt for food, and when you go to kill an animal to get food, it turns into another monster and tries to kill you. All of this crazy, wild fucking shit. And the fact that I am now waiting for these guys to hurry up and put the next one out because they're trying to survive 100 days in this shit show tells you just how wild and ridiculous this whole scenario is. And here I am, a grown man who hasn't seriously played a game of Minecraft in years, watching some grown men play Minecraft.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I never thought that I'd really do it. I have probably only spent a total of 2 hours of my life doing it, so it's not like I've really went crazy on it. But it is, for me, it's just, it's nice sometimes to see what really good people do. So even if I can't do it, I can try to learn how. Right, on my own. You have to know what you're trying to get to in order to do it.
Yeah,
like,
but
you know what I mean?
You're at least taking
like,
something away from what you're watching. I'm just watching.
I'm not doing it
people...
to like get their attention or to get clout in any way at all. Like, I'm just doing it so I don't get so frustrated when I'm playing a video game.
Yeah, like I'm just watching.
It's
these
like
people
why I would
make
always
an ass
play
of
story
themselves.
mode. I would always play story mode before I would ever go online, because I would get used to like the movements and the guns and what guns are nice and like all that shit. And then I would go online.
Beat the computer at its hardest.
A better success. Yeah.
You know, before you try to take on human beings.
Yeah, dude. I remember me and my friends, we used to play Halo 3, like the campaigns together multiple times. We'd play it through like multiple levels of difficulty and just grind it and get so good at the game that when we started to play multiplayer, like all of us would just do really well because we just grinded the game so nice that we like honed our shit in, you know?
Yep. Dude, I remember playing Battlefront 2 on the PS2 online back in the day and like going ham in some of those. Cause like, man, that was like my style of game right there for online. Teams going at it, defending, you know, territory, trying to take territory over. Bananas. Such fun. But some of those people, man, holy shit. And this was back in, like, again, PS2 era. And some of those people, it was like, how? I'm loaded with the best armor, how?
Dude, some people are just like dumb good at games and they'll just run shit straight. There's like other people that can be good at games and like they can run a lobby for like a few games. But then, like, eventually the matchmaking these days is just gets it so there's other good teams or other good people that come in, whatever. But when you see people that can just run shit straight, no matter what happens, they're the alpha. That's fucking, you're really good at fucking video games, dude. Like, you're really good.
Well, and nowadays, too, like, it gets even crazier because I was just reading about how, like, there are actually people out there who have developed aim tracking software. And so basically, like, it's third-party software you can be running while you're, say, playing Call of Duty, and it literally makes sure that your cursor is always on top of your enemy's head. So always so getting like
headshots
every time. And it's computer assisted the whole way. So you don't even have to really
for all
try.
those people out there using that, if I'm ever in your lobby, fuck you, okay?
I 100% agree. 100% agree. Like
you're botting. That's fucking brutal.
Well, they've developed ways to battle against that.
They have, and that's the thing, though. It's like 100% still. Like, get fucked. Come on, dude. Like, that defeats the point of the game.
Yeah,
point blank.
It's not even fun for people. You're basically ruining shit. I remember like there used to be crazy bots back in World at War for Call of Duty. And like when you played the multiplayer, there'd be like these fucking bot bastards, and you just be like, dude, these kids are running lag switches and stuff, and like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
You're just
dude.
putting everybody half a second behind you.
Fucking
Cheaters.
insane. Or like you remember back in the day, people would exploit a glitch. They'd know that like if you ran up to this wall and jumped to this spot just the right way, you could
You're
get,
invisible.
you get like behind the wall, but you can still kill people. Like, if that's how you got to play the game, dude.
I had buddies in Halo that's all they did.
You know,
Yeah, dude,
Or
that's not
find the
even
glitch.
fun.
I'm saying, like, if that's how you got to play, man, just get fucked, dude. Let's play a different game then. You want to play some solitaire? You could be the red card.
Yeah. Like, why don't you just go play by yourself? That's not fun.
Like, damn, dude. That's like to me, that's worse than the old days of split screen and motherfuckers watching your screen.
Screen lookers, bro.
You know?
The worst of the worst.
Dude, it's hilarious though too, because like everybody knows that life, you know, unless you're at some, I guess you could be young enough now that you wouldn't really know what that's like. But even just like having, you know, GoldenEye going and you have 4 people on that one screen, and people like one person would be just really good at screen watching, know the maps like in and out, and they know exactly where you were, and they just kill you instantly. I'd be like, yo, you fucking screen watching motherfucker. Like, that's bullshit. Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't screen watching. It's like yeah,
it just
right.
It always sucked for me because I didn't own the game. I just played a lot with a friend of mine who owned it. So like,
Yeah, and they're probably dumb good.
yeah, of course, because he owned it, and it was like motherfucker, like he always outscored me like 5-1, and I was like, you son of a. Now, get me on a motherfucking game. Let's go. Like that's. I don't know, man. That there's something so nostalgic about the like, you don't have to think about a secondary movement in your control. You know what I mean? It's just forward, left, right, back. You know, you don't have to think about strafing as much, all that. Like, dude, those games, like, I feel like I could go back, put GoldenEye on its hardest, and probably just run shit.
Yeah,
I'm probably
you know what?
wrong,
I've
but I
never
feel like
tried
it.
I've never tried it in like probably 20 years, honestly.
It's been probably
Since
a
GameCube,
10.
I probably never played it. Because, dude, GameCube for me, that was like my next generation system after 64, and it was so much better than 64. It was like
GameCube.
next fucking level, bro. Like Mario Kart Double Dash compared to Mario Kart 64 were like not even fucking close, man. For me, like the game movement and the controls were so good on Double Dash.
Dude, GameCube was just a whole next level of ability for
Controls.
processing control.
Yeah, did they have the tiny little CDs or like the tiny little discs?
Dude, I still have a GameCube and a handful of games. I've got the fucking.
Dude, me too.
I've got the mic. I got the fucking. What was the other thing? The other weird accessory it came with. Fuck, I have like a bunch of weird shit for it.
Dude,
like,
all I know is I have a Wavebird, and those things were fire.
That
was like the wireless controller, dude.
Oh yeah, I think I've got at least 2 or 3 wireless going for that.
Remember
thing.
Wildcat controllers back in the day.
Oh man,
Mad Cat.
Mad Cat, that's what they were.
Yeah, dude. You know what? I was never a dude that bought those. I would only ever buy authentic controllers. I never would buy the knockoffs for some reason.
The Mad Cats were dope though, because they were the ones that would do the clear acrylic so you could see the internals.
Yeah, they also had like auto fires and shit like that built into them. But I just never liked the way they felt. I was just like that.
Oh, they were
like,
bulky.
I don't want to say like spoiled kid, because like lots of this shit I had to buy for myself. But like I would always get the name brand controllers. So like even like Xbox, I'd never buy like anything but an Xbox controller.
I mean, you're not wrong for doing that though. Like,
You're a hemo gamer, bro.
Yeah, kind of.
Like I'm gonna be real though. Like I was a rage gamer, right, as a kid, and for
so you
real,
wanted cheap shit.
Well, but here's the trade-off: the real PlayStation controller withstood a whole lot more abuse than the $15 controller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in all fairness, I probably should have ever just paid up and got the real PlayStation controllers every time, because I'll bet you anything I never would have twist snapped one like I did the fucking knockoff one. You know what I mean?
No, I think you could still twist snap one, because I remember a buddy that he twist snapped like an Xbox, original Xbox one.
Ooh.
And they were fucking beefy units,
that's a
bro.
beast.
And he was so fucking raged, he just fucking twist snapped it. Playing Halo 2.
Yikes.
Playing Halo 2. Just fucking rage snapped it. I've also seen people throw them right through a fucking wall. Like, you know what? I can get upset, but I've never like rage broke anything.
Oh, I was that guy.
I don't think I have.
As a kid, I had the basement to myself, so obviously we just had like a carpet over a concrete floor in that basement. And I can remember playing some games and getting so pissed off at like the 15th, 30th time I tried something, whipping it at the floor. Yeah, I broke a lot of controllers off that floor doing that.
I don't remember if I did that a lot or not. I'm sure I probably did.
Yeah, I never learned.
Never at like walls or TVs or anything. It was usually like the floor or the couch.
I tried not to ever do the wall or the TV myself. Well,
that creates more damage, right? Like you throw it at a concrete floor with the carpet on it, like you're good.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like here's the thing. If I throw it at the wall, I'm gonna get my ass whooped, and I'm gonna have to fix a wall.
And your controller be broke.
And my controller's broken.
It's like
a lot
so
more
many
things
different
suck.
Angles.
Yeah.
It escalates pretty quickly from that point.
That's like, you learned pretty quickly that punching the wall was the wrong move, because you're going to get your ass whooped. You've got to fix a hole in the wall, and your hand hurts. You're just a dumbass.
Yeah, basically.
Buy a punching bag, stupid, and punch that when you're angry. Don't punch a wall.
Like that you fucked up when.
Mom and dad aren't going to whoop your ass for punching a punching bag. Punching bags are made to be punched, so you don't have to do anything if it all makes sense. Yeah. Worst part was there was a punching bag in my yard. I just didn't go outside to punch it because the wall was right there. Yeah. I was that kid. I was a Kyle before Kyles were a thing. Yeah.
Good thing
is it Kyles or Chads?
Were they?
Dude,
energy drinks were really
energy. At that time of me punching walls, I was like 14, 15. So yeah, energy drinks weren't really a thing yet.
They're probably just starting to hit market.
It was like at that era, as I remember, it was like pretty brave of the soda industry to even do something like more caffeine. Like it was still daring to do that.
Yeah.
Surge was like
now they're just like
dude. Surge was like, oh my god, Surge is crazy. They have more caffeine than a Mountain Dew.
Jolt was still around back then, wasn't it?
I think so, and that was another thing. Jolt was like, oh my god.
Yeah, Surge and Jolt.
Yeah, and then of course by the time I was getting out of high school, Red Bull was already popping, and there were all the knockoff Red Bulls.
Well, Red Bull was a big thing over in Europe for a while, and then it finally made its way here.
Yep.
Dude, they have so much money though, because all their extreme sports shit that they do, like that's gotta cost money. Dude, they have a fucking Red Bull series for flying goddamn planes through slalom courses.
Well, Monster's getting up there now too, because now they're even now it's the fucking Monster Energy NASCAR fucking cup.
Yep. Plus Monster does like a lot of the Monster Truck Series events, motocross events.
Yeah, they're getting into a lot of action sports shit too now.
But like Red Bull's on a different level.
Yeah.
Because Red Bull's like, we're gonna bring a human being to the furthest reaches before you hit space technically.
And then have him jump.
Fuck, send it. Red Bull, one of my favorite ones that Red Bull did, I think I even talked about this on a show in the past. You guys know the old marble maze thing that like you would turn the dials and it would move the whole table to move the marble around?
Try to get it all the way to the end hole.
Yeah. They designed a course like that for a skateboarder. And they shot this beautiful, beautiful video of this fucking skateboarder skating one of these tables. And it's this giant life-size table that he can skate with marbles actually rolling around. And so, like, he's literally doing shit like, hopping up and riding a steel marble. And, like, grinding the different, like, rails, if you will, and shit like that. Like, such a beautiful piece. Totally worth looking up if you guys are into, watching the skate footage.
They did like a parkour version of that too, where it was like a pinball machine and like the dude was like the ball.
Yes, I saw that one too. So like they do such weird, beautiful, niche shit on top of things like we're gonna do this wild ski jump or this wild snowboard
they have
course.
a downhill fucking skating.
Didn't Danny Way
downhill skating thing?
Didn't Danny Way jump the Great Wall of China through them? Like, wasn't that a Red Bull thing?
It may have been.
How about when Rob Dyrdek did like the flip in the car?
Oh yeah, where he kickflipped the car.
Yeah, was that?
No, I think that was with Monster.
Oh, okay.
Yo, like
I don't know. Honestly, I think that was just with Chevy.
Oh, really?
Because it was to release the Sonic. I think.
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember seeing him do it, or seeing a video of him doing it.
Yeah.
But there's a thing called crashed ice that they have in like Quebec every year, and it's Red Bull crashed ice. It could be other places, but it's basically they just like make this entire hill of ice and course of ice, and then there's hay bales on like the sides, and people go down on skates with like hockey equipment on, battling, trying to get down to the bottom.
I've seen it. Dude, it's hilarious.
So that's almost like the cheese wheel thing that they do in Italy, where they just chase a giant wheel of cheese down a giant hill and fucking fall on top of each other, trying to get to the bottom and catch the cheese.
Oh, dude, these people go fucking crazy fast down on skates, man. I'll tell you what.
Well, I believe it. You're
ice
skating downhill.
Shit on it.
Yeah, dude. There's jumps. It's like the snowboard cross or the ski cross on fucking skates.
Yeah, I've seen it one time where they brought like NHL fucking pros and to fucking.
Yeah, they probably got ice,
dude. They got fucking hammered so hard, bro. Like just trying to make it down the course, bro.
Yeah, I believe
it was hilarious.
These guys are mental, dude. But that's like another Red Bull. Like they do this like that extreme, like
take it to the extra level.
Or shit, yeah, dude.
I wonder if Red Bull has any hand in sponsoring the Greasy Pole in Gloucester, because the Greasy Pole is another like ridiculous thing like that up here.
What's that?
So every summer out in the Gloucester Harbor, they have this giant set of pylons with like platforms built up on it, and there's a giant pylon like a telephone pole that sticks out from it, just parallel to the water, and they literally grease the pole and they put like a flag at the very end.
Oh, I've seen this.
And the challenge is that people get out there, they climb up on the platform, and then they try to get across the greasy pole to get the flag. And it's a huge event. People do this every summer up here in Gloucester. And I wonder if Red Bull's ever thought to get their hands in that, because it shit's wild.
How do you even achieve that? Like, I'm gonna have to look at this.
Dude, like I've seen people like run across people. Gold. I've seen people like run and like try to slide on their feet across the pole and like grab the flag at the end before they fall in the water. Mm-hmm. Like all kinds of fucking shit, dude.
Some people will like attempt to like lay flat and just kind of like shimmy. Yeah, there are people who will do it to make an ass of themselves for a good cause or something. So they'll like
just to say they did it.
Yeah, so they'll like put on a goddamn tutu or some shit and then try to like pirouette their ass across. Some people will put on like full on weird costumes.
Oh, so it's like MXC almost.
Or like, and it's almost like that Red Bull thing that they do where they build like the fucking random things and throw them off the fucking cliff to see if they can fly. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, the Flutog, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yes, we're like
hilarious.
Yeah, where the guys just build some random flying machine and see what happens,
and try to see what happens, see if it can glide or not. Most of the time, they just fucking fall apart as soon as they get launched, and they just fucking fall in the water. But there's a few times where they have had a couple that do kind of glide for a second.
You know, it's really intense. Have you ever watched the drone races?
Dude, that shit's nuts, bro. Did you see that shit, that movie that Michael Bay just did, Philadelphia, I think is what it's called, and he hired a one of those drone racers to help them film, dude. And apparently some of the fucking scenes and shit are going to be crazy because it's all filmed by one of these professional drone racers.
Dude, now that's like smart.
Oh no, I think it's Ambulance or some shit. It's that one with why can't I think of his name now?
I feel like I just heard about this too, about this movie coming out.
Is it Ambulance?
That sounds right.
Why can't I think of his name? He's the dude from Donnie Darko.
Jake Gyllenhaal
and the guy that was in the new Matrix. He played Morpheus in the new Matrix.
It just came out. Michael Bay. Release date was April 8th, and I'm pretty confident this is exactly it. Jake Gyllenhaal, Yahoo Abdul Mateen II.
Yep, that's the guy.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a peek at this because like I'm intrigued by the sound.
I've seen little like clips and stuff on YouTube about it, and like I saw like a couple like of like the little shots that they did. Like he's like, so we're gonna jump this car, and we need you to fly right underneath it. And he's like, okay, well, do I get a couple practice shots? He's like, no, we're gonna do it once.
Yo,
and that's what Michael Bay told the kid. He's like, well, all right, and then just fucking. One shot it is then.
That's the thing. Again,
there's like this part where it's like,
how do you spend your budget?
Like where this guy fucking he takes the drone and he flies it up the side of this building, and then all of a sudden he just flips it around and inverts it, and he's flying straight down. Like it's fucking crazy, dude.
Like, dude, the way that those guys have learned to control a drone, and the fact is, like, those dudes are doing it like in a VR helmet situation, watching it.
Yeah, so like, they're seeing it from like first person view. It's like they are the drone. That's gotta feel fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how nauseating does some of that feel the first few times you try to do one of those like complete 180 inversions?
And how do you know where you're fucking going too? It's like, where do you know where you're at when you're flipping around like that? And then hopefully you're facing the right direction.
Furthermore, the drone has a distance that it can fly before it's going to lose signal. And how do you keep your perspective of where you are as a human being in the shot, controlling this motherfucker so that you don't take it
they're
out?
They're looking at a screen like they probably played like a video game. Honestly, they're probably so good. They're like extreme video game.
Yeah, that's the motherfucker that's getting you with 1,000 headshots in your Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's the dude who's like, how the fuck did this rank get in here? That dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's who he is.
Fuck. Even some of those drone races you see like inside arenas, those are pretty fucking crazy too. I didn't even know those things existed.
That's the thing. Like some of them, like I was watching one on TV, which the fact that it's a televised thing is even more bananas. But like they're literally doing shit in some of the arenas where like there's nobody there, and so they're going through like the concession stands and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're using the whole.
Dude, that's like arena. Star Wars shit.
It is, dude, right? Like the scenes we all remember from the original when they're storming the desk. Yes, dude, it's crazy.
Could you imagine if they filmed that nowadays, but just with drones?
Oh,
that'd be crazy. Oh, dude, I can't wait for a movie. There's going to be a movie, boys, that there's going to be like drones that are heavily involved in the plot of the movie. And I guarantee you there's going to be some fucking wild shots.
Well, I mean,
they already have been.
Tons of stuff that we've watched. It's already happening. Like
no, but what I'm saying is like the drones are like actually a part of it. It's like
it's actually a part of the story.
Start to take over. There's like a group of people.
There was Spider-Man, bro.
Drones.
But Jake Gyllenhaal was in it. He got killed by drones that Spider-Man used, and they're like these crazy like fucking super drones that Tony Stark developed.
Oh, this is like more recent. I haven't seen this one. Okay.
Wow.
This is like this. Well, not the most recent one, but one of them.
One was like the new Spider-Man guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is. I can't remember.
Tom Holland.
There you go.
That kid. There's something like so innocent about him. He really does have like a.
For real.
I'm not a Spider-Man guy. I haven't watched any of the films, but like I've seen lots of interviews of him and shit, obviously, because he's huge as Spider-Man, and it's like. He's got a very Peter Parker vibe to him. He's such a nice young American boy. Like,
even though he's English.
He fits the vibe. Yeah. But he totally fits the vibe. Like, he just seems like such a sweet, young, genuine kid. Like, I love it. I love the innocence that this kid
And the
seems
fact
to
that him and
have.
Zendaya are actually a thing too is kind of fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because she's a smoke show.
And she just doesn't. It just doesn't seem like it would work, but somehow it does. Good for you guys,
Dude. Shout out to whatever Nickelodeon's doing. You're keeping your child stars from becoming total crazy people.
she actually came from Disney, bro. I think.
You might be right. I can't remember. It's one of the two. All I know is most of Disney's people have gotten fucked up.
Yeah, dude, you know what? There's actually like a bunch of sad stories, even just from Mighty Ducks.
Dude, yeah, dude. You know what's funny you bring that up is I remember reading something about that like there's a lot of people who
Like Goldberg, dude, that guy's lived a life.
Or like, what about all the kids from the Sandlot? Whatever happened to all of them?
Dude, I actually saw one. I saw a post from the guy. I can't
Squints.
remember his name. No, the guy with red hair.
Oh,
He's a catcher.
mm-hmm.
I saw like a post like recently from him, like in the last 6 months. And dude, he looks the same, but he's just like not like chubby. He doesn't look like a chubby little boy anymore. He just looks like the same version of him as a grown man.
Squints like rides Harleys and shit now. It's like a badass.
It's yeah, man. Who else was in the Sandlot?
You know what? Honestly,
I don't think
dude,
any
I
of
don't
those
remember.
people. I was saying, like, did anybody else go on? Anybody really go on to do anything?
Oh yeah. James Earl Jones continued to do stuff after that.
Well, yeah, fair. Good old James Earl Jones. For those of us who are old enough, the voice of Bell Atlantic.
Dude, he's the voice of Darth Vader.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Did you know originally he didn't want to do it?
He didn't, or they didn't want him to.
He didn't because he's like, who's gonna watch this shit?
Really? Wow.
I think so. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's something that was said.
Was Lawrence Fishburne around back then? He would have been my second choice.
He would have been like a young man.
I think he's. Still
I don't think that he'd be even like much over 60. And like Star Wars came out in fucking what, 77 or 79 or something. Anyways, from like the 70s, previous to me being alive on this earth, and I don't think that not Samuel L. Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne was probably. I don't even know if he's more than 20 years older than me.
Samuel L. Jackson.
That would be a whole.
He's in everything, though. He's in everything. So like, he's also in Star Wars.
Out of these motherfucking Jedi on this motherfucking ship.
You know, but he was actually in Star Wars, which makes it even more difficult for me to separate it. You know what I mean? I don't remember his character's name, but
Yeah.
Mace Windu, bro.
that's what I was.
And he
gonna
only agreed
guess.
to
I
do it
should've
if he could
committed.
have a purple lightsaber.
Really? Was that true?
Yes,
And part of it,
that
yeah.
is a fact. He did
Kudos to him, dude.
specifically request the purple lightsaber. So that's dope. Mace Windu was a pretty badass character.
Yeah, dude.
They did
He
give
killed
him a really good
he killed
character.
fucking Jango Fett, bro.
In 1961, that's when Lawrence Fishburne was born.
Yeah. So when the first Star Wars
He would have been like
came out,
maybe
he would have been
18,
fucking 16,
You know,
17.
like maybe 18.
I don't think that his voice was like
Yeah.
everything that it is now.
I mean, it may have been. Let's be honest.
James Earl Jones, dude, his voice like was just. I don't even know if he's still alive, so I shouldn't speak of him in the past tense. But like in those movies, his voice.
Dude, could you imagine if Morgan
great.
Freeman was
Oh,
Dude,
man.
Morgan
Vader?
Freeman, what a fucking awesome dude that guy was. Like on the screen, no idea what he was like in person, but
I don't know. I've watched some. I've watched a couple of interviews where he's gotten testy with some people, but for the right reasons.
Yeah,
and I
because
love it.
they're talking at him with some bullshit, and he's like, "Yo, hold up."
Yeah, like he just gets
Yeah.
real
Let me
for a
set
minute.
this straight.
Yeah,
I remember there was one
Dude,
that said something about being
just-
a black actor, and he's like,
just
I don't
his-
know, how do you feel about being a white man? And it was
yeah.
like, ooh.
He's like, I'm just an actor. You know, he's like, why is there got to be the fucking label, the color label thrown on it, sort of thing.
Oh man,
like his outlook on a lot of things, bro. I'm like, fuck yeah, Morgan.
Yeah,
I'm
like
with it, bro.
Like
no wonder why they pick you to play God in so many movies.
Like I do
and
believe
he plays it good.
I do believe that the whole get living or get dying line is an actual statement that he personally had made prior to the line in the movie. So
Dude, think about the movies he's in though that are like legit, man.
Dude,
like,
Shawshank Redemption, bro.
So
one of my all-time favorites, bro. Like just the back and forth between him and what's his face is just like, yeah, I'm with it.
Dude, the Robin Hood with Kevin Costner when he's in that.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh, it's great, dude. It's great. He's like in the movie, I think that he's like a Morai or something like that, and he's supposed to be like an African person that traveled to like England or whatever, but it's like
I know
Robin Hood times.
I get the point because like in the Robin Hood Men in Tights situation, that's who Dave Chappelle was.
Yeah. It was called Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, but it had Kevin Costner.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that one because I've seen a bunch of the different.
Really good in it, dude.
I've seen a bunch of the different Robin Hoods, but I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like it's probably from when I was probably like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, so I figured it was an older one, but yeah,
like you might have been alive for it, but you would have been like literally a baby.
Dude, like his body of work is intense, right? Like I just quickly looked up his IMDb.
Bruce Almighty, dude, the Bucket List with him and
Great
fucking
movie.
Jack Nicholson. That's a fucking fantastic movie, dude.
Just put this into perspective for a number. 142 titles as an actor alone. Never mind 352 times he's represented as himself. He's produced in 21 different projects, directed to, like, holy shit, what an incredible body of work to have. And he's still going. Like,
so
to this
he is
day.
still alive. Okay,
Oh, yeah, Morgan Freeman's still killing it, bro. He's got, according to his IMDb, he's got 2 more coming out this year. Just put out one called Mutie. Just put out one called The Minute You Wake Up Dead. Yeah, dude, and it keeps going. Like
he just had like a show like on like the Discovery Channel or History Channel.
Yeah,
or something.
History Channel. Yep. But yeah, I mean, like, talk about some of the big titles they've had him in. Like, he did the recent version of Ben-Hur. He did Ted 2. You know what I mean? Shit. What else is in here that's huge? The Lego Movie. All right, for the kids, dude. That movie made him bank.
He played God in that too.
Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? The Dark Knight Rises.
Dude, he was fantastic in those movies, bro.
You know what I mean? Invictus. That movie was fucking huge. He plays Nelson Mandela. I mean,
yeah.
Like the Wanted. That movie was.
That was
huge.
a great movie too. I was thinking about
That's
that
with
one earlier.
Angelina Jolie, right?
Yeah, and what's his face? I forget his name. He plays Professor X too, and like the newer.
He's
Star
in
James McAvoy.
He's in Gone Baby Gone, which is a fantastic story. I actually read the book. Gone Baby Gone's a great story.
Dude, Driving Miss Daisy won an Oscar, didn't he?
Dude, how about this one? This is one I
Totally
think everybody
style movie. But
everybody forgets about this one. He's the narrator for March of the Penguins.
Dude, he's done a lot of narration stuff.
Yeah. Dude. Like March of the Penguins was strangely huge. Because it was just a documentary of like penguins. But yeah. Dude, remember Deep Impact?
Yeah.
Or Kiss the Girls? Oh man.
Oh dude, yeah, that had what's her name? Her mom was like a country singer.
Ashley Judd, who matter of fact, her mom just died.
Yeah, that's that made me even think of that recently.
Yeah. She just unfortunately committed suicide.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, she committed suicide right the night before she was due to be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, she was diagnosed with a very severe form of treatment-resistant depression. And so the story of the Judds is just even more tragic. It's insane. That's a story for a whole different time, though. You know what I mean? Not to bring it back, not to bring it so down. Morgan Freeman, on the other hand, is
dope actor,
great actor. Did you know that he was also in an episode of The Twilight Zone?
No, I never really watched The Twilight Zone, actually. So
because I likes me some Twilight Zone, but I never knew that he was in an episode, and it's called Dealer's Choice.
The Twilight Zone.
It makes me want to look that particular episode up and just see it, because I want to see.
I'm imagining he'd be like a considerably younger man.
1985 was when he appeared in the episode of The Twilight Zone.
So 37 years ago.
Yep. So yeah, definitely considerably younger, but still going to be.
But he's still like not that young. It's
he'll
25-year-old Morgan Freeman.
He'll be recognizable still as Morgan Freeman without a question. You know what I mean? There'll be no grays in the facial hair and stuff at that point, because
like even in Robin Hood, what I'm thinking of, like
that's 91. Yeah. And even in like 1981, like he looks like the Morgan Freeman you know and love. But I'm going back even further in here. 1971, 1968, 1964. He has his first bit part that's listed on here. Is just a man on the street, uncredited. So his first credited role, according to IMDb, was a New York Television Theater episode in 1969.
Dude, shout out to Morgan Freeman, bro.
Wow.
You've killed it my whole life. Plus,
yeah. Plus, like most of my parents' life. Like,
you
know what I mean?
Actually.
Like my mom was
older
born.
Than my parents. So
my mom was born in 1955. So like, he was killing it on the screen while my mom was like a teenage kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's wild to think about. Because I'm 35. Like.
Because I am not young.
Like, yeah, like I'm not old, but I'm not young. And to put it into a perspective that like that's such an impressive body of work for one man. And he's literally regarded in our world as a national treasure at this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the perfect place to close this. God bless Morgan Freeman. I feel good closing an episode of the podcast like that. So, Uncle Chris, tell them what it is.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you guys could follow along anything that we talked about today. If you couldn't, I'm right there with you, but I still had a good time. So that's the hope. Okay, so if you guys want to check out anything that I do, just go to shedtimepodcast.com, check that out. If you guys, don't mind or have a little bit of extra cash, we'll hand that jar around at good old patreon.com. I'm pretty sure that you can go in as low as $1, but to get some actual real benefit, I think that's $5. So if you go check that out, that'd be awesome. On that, well, I'll just jump into this. I'll skip it for this week. On that specific site, Patreon, if you are a $5 patron, there is a code that you can use on my website, unclechris.testinggrounds.com. You should probably check that out if you're ever going to order from me, because it'll basically pay for your, patron subscription. So feel free to do that. On Tuesday nights, you can check me out on KVTV's YouTube channel at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's an e-liquid mixing show. If you want to learn anything about e-liquid mixing, come by, check it out. And then Friday nights for the Green Room on Frame Jankel and Vapory's YouTube channel with my boys here, doing the green room things, just having a good time, getting those weekend vibes ready for you, everybody. And with that, I will say, everybody out there, live your best life. And Frames, take it away.
All right. So, of course, shout out to the boys as well for hanging out with me on a Sunday, as we normally do. This is one thing I look forward to every week, just getting to chill with the boys and just talk about whatever comes across the table. Of course, I do want to stay all of you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys leave us some 5-star reviews. You guys listen to us on the Apple Podcast or anywhere that takes any, review or star system or anything like that. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys check out the website. Check us out, like Chris said, over on my channel on Fridays. Frames, Jank, and Vapor on the YouTubes for the Green Room, as well as for some build streams and vape reviews and other things that popping up randomly throughout the week. Otherwise, we'll be back here next Sunday doing the damn thing for you guys. And as I always do, sending out all those positive vibes, crisp high fives, and remember, a little dab will do ya. Sean.
Fuck yes, that's what I like. And with all of that, ladies and gentlemen, one last time, a big thank you to all of you, and a big double shout out to the patrons, and a triple shout out to anybody who ever gets the secret that happens every episode. If you know, you know. So that's that. Anyhow, shedtimepodcast.com, one-stop shop. Be prepared, guys. I'm starting to marinate new ideas to how to revamp the website, so be prepared for some cool new updates happening over there. And with all of that, I'm going to bring it to a close like I always do. Remember, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool, don't be a dick, and whatever it is that you do, be sure to have some fun. It's the Shed Time Podcast. We got to roll on up and then roll on out. Dynavap, Dynavap, Dynavap. Looking to cut the cord on your dry herb vape? Dynavap. Trying to get the best taste from your herb? Dynavap. Ready to take your sesh to the next level? Then meet Dynavap, the best way to vape your flower or concentrate. Concentrates? That's right, your flower or hash can be vaped using Dynavap. Check out Dynavap.com to learn more. That's Dynavap.com. Lose the ash? Dynavap.
What's going on, Shedheads? It's your boy, Frames Janklin. Are you looking to step up your match game or have a raw copper, brass, or stainless mod or RDA that you're absolutely tired of polishing? Then you need to go and hit up my man Ashton of Palmer's Powders. He does some absolutely amazing powder coating work. He offers many different colors and finishes at an absolutely killer price. This man is taking powder coating to a whole new level, and he can make your setup an absolute masterpiece. You can go follow him over on Instagram at Palmer's Powders, and you can go check out pricing on his website, palmerspowders.com. That's palmerspowders.com. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Sean Tyven, the Angry Hippie, and I'm back at it again. We're here today to talk about Unicorn Vapes, Inc., a fantastic Canadian company who's making outstanding vape hardware. If you're looking for a fantastic, high-quality mechanical device or an excellent RDA, and you're looking for it at a fantastic and affordable price, look no further than Unicorn Vapes, Inc. You can get your Unicorn Vapes, Inc. products at areliquid.com. That's areliquid.com. Check them out today.
I want you to think of your favorite rebuildable right now. Yeah, okay, so you have a layer cake in your hand, and now you're about... Oh, sorry, yeah, that's not everyone's favorite. That's just mine. So think of your favorite rebuildable atomizer. Think about how good of a vape it produces for you. Now, take that and amplify it. And the way that you amplify that is you put in some Breezestone coils. Breezestone coils are handcrafted in Adelaide, Australia. They're made from some of the finest quality wire that you can get. I believe it's wire Buddha. You take those coils, you take them out of that phenomenal packaging that clearly shows how much care that Adam puts on the quality of his coils and the insurance that you get them in good shape. You put them in that favorite RDA, and guess what? You have coils that now sing better than Celine Dion. Go check out Breezestone coils. You can find them on localvape.com and also steelvalleyvapors.com. Sup, dude?
Peace.
Yeah.
Secret time. This is what the secret is for the people who finally found out. There's something dumb at the very end of every episode. Now you got to go back and find out what they all are.